Start recording. Stop recording. Button.
Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Rants. My name is Q, and tonight, it's a little light, it's a little late, still a little light outside. Hopefully you can see me. I'm trying a different camera angle, so a sideways view. If you can see me, that's great. If not, well, let's take this video as a podcast once again. So, blind.
Alert. Low battery.
Damn, I was worried about that. Anyway, I think I can shoot this. Issues.
Close. Close. YouTube. Back. Button. Stop recording. Button.
Anyway. All right, so what I wanted to talk about tonight I was thinking about doing a couple things. I was thinking about reviewing the J7 Perks, kind of going over the specs. I thought about talk about my experience with it and all that stuff. But I decided I'm going to actually talk about something. I was going to do some speed tests, and I did do some speed tests, and I'll get to that here in a minute. But one of the main things I want to talk about tonight is, and this is just my opinion. Actually, it's not. It's in a way it's opinion, but also in a way it's a fact. Carriers really need to stop when they do their advertisements and stuff like that. They need to stop saying that they are the best. For example, you got T-Mobile saying that they're better than Verizon. You have Sprint saying that they're better than T-Mobile. You have Verizon said they're better than everybody, and AT&T just, yeah, we're here, we're better. We're just, you got AT&T and Cricket and all these guys. Yeah, we're better than T-Mobile and Sprint, Boost, and all that shit. T-Mobile is probably the only one that says that they're better than Verizon. And Sprint's probably the only one that says. Sprint says, we're 1%. They cover 99, we cover 98. So, the reason why I said that carriers really should stop saying that they are the best and all this other shit is because no carrier is the best. Depending on where you live. Anyway, alright. Noisy ass car going by. Depending on where you live, certain carriers might be the best. Luckily, I live in an area where I have pretty much free range. I can go to Cricket. I can go to AT&T. I can go to Verizon. I can go to Sprint. I can go to T-Mobile. And I've had pretty much everybody except for I haven't had Cricket or AT&T. Well, I haven't had Cricket since they were bought by AT&T, so therefore I haven't had AT&T. So I don't know how AT&T actually works in my house in this area. But there's an AT&T store right up the street. But then again, that necessarily doesn't mean shit. And everybody who I've had, I've got to say that it's between Sprint and Verizon that works the best here out of, T-Mobile. It works. Don't get me wrong. It works just fine. But as far as like the speeds and shit like that, Sprint's probably has given me the fat. Well, I have, Boost. I'm on Boost. Whatever it's Boost, Sprint, Boost, Virgin Mobile, however the hell you want to root it. They have given me the fastest speeds. So, so you take everything in factors here. So if you live kind of like out of the city, your best bet may be AT&T, Cricket, or of course Verizon. Verizon works in a lot of rural areas. A lot of people I know can't get anybody else. They normally can get Verizon, but even then, you go real fucking rural. You get pretty much roaming somewhere, kind of that spot between roaming and Verizon. So. Luckily, like I said, where I'm at, I get pretty much free range. I got all my choices, all my options are open. Now, if you live in a city, like, just in a big city, T-Mobile is probably going to be the best choice for you. T-Mobile has great coverage in the city. They really don't do too well out far out. I'm hearing they're getting better, and T-Mobile keeps saying they're better in buildings. No, T-Mobile is horrible in buildings. T-Mobile is horrible in buildings. Sprint, it used to be said that Verizon has the best network. Verizon does not have the best network. I mean, yes, they probably have the fastest and one of the largest, but if you ask me, Sprint is pretty damn good. Sprint has way better coverage in buildings than Verizon. Sprint works better below level, so in the basement and stuff. T-Mobile just does horrible in the basement. Verizon does, they do way horrible in the basement. Sprint is the only one that will work in my basement, and they worked it okay at a job that I had. They worked it pretty good with no barriers. It's horrible. So all these carriers, a lot of carriers are making false advertisements. Sprint, of course, like I said, I've probably experienced Sprint working better in buildings and below level, and maybe even a little bit better out in the country. But as far as all that, anything else goes, of course, Verizon has the best in a way, but no carrier is better than anybody. Depends on where you live. It's going to where you live and where your immediate area is going to affect who you can choose and who's going to be better. Like I said, you live in a big city, T-Mobile is going to be pretty good for you. T-Mobile is really horrible in buildings. I know plenty of people who live in apartment buildings and stuff like that, and they cannot get a T-Mobile signal for shit. They have to rely on Wi-Fi calling, which is fine. Wi-Fi calling is not horrible, but I have seen some lags with Wi-Fi calling. Me personally, I don't like it. I really don't. So it all depends on where you live, what you're doing, and like I said here, where I'm at, I have free range. So now Boost Mobile, out of all of the speed tests and everything that I did, T-Mobile was the slowest. I've got maybe the max. I got 23 upload and 11 download. Boost, I did several speed tests, and I got once I got 78 download, and like it was low uploads. It was like only like 12 or 13 uploads, but the download speeds were but I have Wi-Fi, so it really didn't matter. But it seems like Boost Mobile and Sprint works the best here in this area. I only stay every once in a while. I may get the full bars, but I run between 2 and 3 bars here, and I'm in and out of 4G and 4G plus, so LTE and LTE plus, whatever the hell you want to call it. If I go to my grandmother's house, who lives about 2 minutes away from me, that is LTE plus all the way. And then I got a place that's way out further from me, about 20 minutes away from me. That's all LTE plus out there too. Like I said, here I'm kind of balanced between LTE and LTE plus. So I don't know, guys. It's just mainly I'm on LTE, but every once in a while, like I said, I'll pick up that plus, and that's when the speeds will kick in. So I don't have the XLTE here with Verizon. And T-Mobile, I seem to run in, and I get 4G, and I may get LTE, but mainly it's 4G here. I barely get LTE. I don't know why, but I don't know. It's just it. All I get is 4G. I had one phone that I did pick up LTE fairly strong, but mainly it's just 4G. I don't get it. Same thing with Metro, and I have Metro 4G. Not saying that it's bad. It's just, I want the full advantage of what I can get. So all these carriers and stuff that are saying that they're the best, they really need to stop. It's all about where people live. And, nobody everywhere. Everything is not going to work everywhere. So, I used to be back a couple of years ago. I heard somebody say, "Oh, well, if you go somewhere with somebody and you have Verizon, or they have Verizon, and Verizon doesn't work, 9 times out of 10." Actually, it was 9 times out of 10. It was pretty much, if Verizon didn't have coverage, nobody was going to have coverage. And now this is 2017, and I'm seeing that that statement to be proven wrong. I may go somewhere with somebody who has Verizon. They may not have any signal. I may get 2 bars. I can make a phone call. I can check an email. So, really, If anybody watches this video and disagrees with me, just fine. But honestly, all you carriers, T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint, Verizon, Boost, Metro, and this goes for any and everybody. Stop saying you're better than somebody, because just because you may work here doesn't mean you're gonna work there. So, yeah, just thought I would put that out there, guys. Good thing of a rant, just what I feel about these carriers. They need to stop the shit. They need to stop bullshitting and pussyfooting everybody, and just tell the truth. If you work, you work. You don't, stop. And if you got plenty, here's the thing, and I'm seeing a lot of this with some YouTube tech people that I watch and stuff like that. And this is not for you guys, but I've seen, you guys call these carriers and you keep telling them that the coverage is not good, and they keep trying to get you to stay. Well, the carriers need to understand, if you want somebody to stay, then you need to get your ass up and go on out there and expand that coverage to where these people are telling you. And then maybe if they really do like you, they ain't gonna leave. But if I can't make a fucking phone call in my house, I'm gone bye-bye. Simple as that. It doesn't need to be explained any further. So carriers, listen to people when they tell you the coverage doesn't work. And stop falsifying your fucking coverage maps. Because apparently the coverage map is just a bunch of bull. Because people get on there and find out, oh, well, yeah, I got good LTE service here. I got LTE Plus, and then get the shit, and it don't work. So, just a lot of false information given. Just stop it. Just advertise your service and get your deals out there. Just don't worry about the coverage, because the coverage lies half the time. So, just advertise your plans and your services and put your deals out. And let people find out for themselves who the coverage. You can't tell somebody that the coverage is better, because it might not be. So, yeah. There's that. I wanted to get that off my chest for YouTube. So, everybody, please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. I like your feedback. Appreciate you guys for watching. Shout out to John from Magic Tech Reviews for mentioning me and helping me get my subscriber base up. I don't know how this was going to go, so I'll put the content out. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. I gotta take this later.